Good day, guys, and thanks for definitely tuning in. Now, I'm going to be talking about Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid Supercup final. Beautiful game itself. The amount of goals, they tell you exactly what definitely the game was made of. Looking at Real Madrid in the manner how they lined up, apart from having a new coach, of course. Playing a 4-3-3, which is okay. I won't say, Zidane would prefer that often or not. However, to me, they looked as if it's a team that's not used to that kind of formation. However, they just still have their entire squad. Not a lot more changes apart from the fact that Ronaldo's no more there. But they choose to send your Gareth Bale, Benzema, and Asensio upfield. Okay, they're still deadly, and I think those are people you rely on definitely bringing goals. And from the bench, you also have your Vasquez, so they still have the depth, and they still have, from the bench, they still can bring in players with that energy. Looking at Atletico Madrid, of course, they still keep the very same squad, apart from Mama, who they just recently brought in, which I think will definitely boost the squad itself, but they choose to play a 4-4-2. Of course, Atletico Madrid, they'll play a 4-4-2 when they play against stronger positions, or a 4-4-1-1. With Diego Simeone definitely on the stands, and with German Begos, a great fan of Atletico Madrid, and from my perspective, a beautiful coach, a great coach, and I think, they share the very same philosophy, and that's why Atletico Madrid have done exceptionally well in the past years. Now, if I'm going to give my proper or just small insights, exactly what yesterday game was all about, I thought, from the very first goal, which did not take even 3 minutes from Diego Costa, just went in and from a very tight angle, he slotted the ball in. Werner, deadly strikers, if you give him too much space and allow him to do whatever he wants, he's definitely going to punish you. And yesterday it was a perfect example of that. From a tight angle, squeeze the ball in, it was one then. Atletico Madrid, they thought, okay, you know what, we're in it now. And the only thing that Real Madrid had to do was definitely to bounce back. And surely they did, from Benzema goal. A beautiful cross floated inside the 18-yard box, and it was a header from Benzema to make the score 0-1 to 1-1. And from now on, okay, you were sure that, we just going to experience a better game. And it graduated from that, honestly. That was definitely the first stanza. Came back to the second stanza. Atletico Madrid, again, conceding a penalty. And in the second stanza, Real Madrid were definitely dominating. Of course, everyone expect them to dominate because, they're always known of that. And there's a team that you'd expect, of course, to come at teams. And they got a penalty slaughtered by one of the best defenders we have, in the world, which is Sergio Ramos. Beautifully, calmly slaughtered. And it was 2-1 from that. And Atletico Madrid definitely had to bounce back. They had to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they did. They went to the byline, again into the box. Who do you find? Again, Diego Costa. If you leave him there unmarked, he's definitely going to give you the goals. And he knows exactly how to put himself inside the 18-yard box. He's one of the strikers that knows how to position himself. He's not going to score one of those great long-range goals, but he knows how to get into the box and knows where to be at the right time. And it was definitely in the back of the net. And then the game had to graduate, go all the way to extra time. The first round of the extra times was exciting. All over Real Madrid. It was Atletico Madrid. Great goals from Gabi and Koke. Beautiful goals. From there on, it was Atletico Madrid up and right until the end. And the only thing they had to do was just interchange passes. And if they lose the ball, they would just go back, concede space and time, start defending properly to the opponents. They don't worry, they've got the goals already. Real Madrid had to come to them. They don't mind. If you got strikers like Diego Costa, Antonio Griezmann, they've got pace. Diego Costa can hold on to balls. They're going to play the ball long. Diego Costa needs to hold on to the ball, wait for the team to just move out. And that's exactly how they play till the very end. And of course, you expect them to do such. But it's going to be a beautiful game ahead of the La Liga, which is beginning, very soon. And I think, Atletico Madrid still, keep the very same players. Only 1 or 2, 3 changes, not much. But I think, they still potential enough to see them in the Champions League. Is definitely going to do well. Real Madrid, and Barcelona, of course, still going to experience, a beautiful game. And thanks for tuning in, guys, and let's continue the football love.